Hello and welcome to the Indie Music Plus podcast. This is episode 11. I am JoJo Keys and I'm here with...
David Verba.
I gave you a chance to stop the joke, man.
I know, but it just happened anyway.
Well, I'm not complaining because I'm the master of bad, dry humor and dragging it through the mud over and over and over again. So
yeah, true. Yeah, we like to repeat jokes. Like what? Oh, let me get that.
Oh, what is that you have in your hand there?
It's just throat spray, but I don't want to go over it again. I think people caught that last time, and we got over 1,000 emails giving us feedback on the throat spray. Thank you, everybody. 67% use it and like it. So yeah.
Well, I was going to say we should refer everybody to episode 10 if they want to get the explanation of the throat spray.
Yeah, don't give it away. Just make them watch it.
So first things first, tonight is our first night on Sunday night, recording the podcast live on Blab, B-L-A-B as in boy. And afterwards, I have set up another Blab, which is going to be a musicians roundtable.
I'm looking forward to that, Joe.
Yeah, I am as well. Tonight's get to know you night. You know, if you're a musician or in a band, you come on in, you tell us who you are, what you're doing. Hopefully we can chat and get to know each other. And the idea is that we grow these roundtables over week to week. So eventually we have a whole bunch of people sitting together, all musicians, promoters, bands, learning from each other and helping each other out and all that stuff. Well, I'm sure we'll have some special guests, yada, yada, yada. So it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, Joe, speaking of growth, I thought we were both going to grow a suspicious mustache for tonight's show. And I'm sitting here left alone with mine, and you didn't do it. And I feel uncomfortable right now.
Is that what that is? You normally don't have that?
Yeah, I thought we were doing a suspicious mustache. So,
well, this is as much as I have, and it's like
I know. But let's just keep going. That's right.
Are you gonna? Okay.
I don't know. Let's just keep going.
So first things first, let's go ahead and get started. This week we have our featured artist is Christopher Bell. He's a cellist from upstate New York. I had a nice talk with him earlier this week. The video is now up on our YouTube channel, and the feature is being written as we speak. It will be up directly after this podcast is recorded. So by the time you hear it, it will be live on the website. But we're not going to listen to him first. We're going to listen to him in the middle. First thing up tonight, this is a submission directly to the website that I pulled off of our website from a band called Jared, and this is their song called The Company.
Today, it appears the trip has worn your souls. Hungry with red eyes, sit out by the fire. We'll get setting the table soon. It's only fair, the company lead us in prayer. Sit up straight, say our grace with your chin raised, lulled by the brain.
Jared, their song The Company. I feel like I'm saying that backwards, but I'm pretty sure it's right because when we get to submissions, I really have to do some detective work sometimes and figure out who the band is and stuff because
it might be the company with the song Jared.
Yeah, but I think it's the band Jared. I'm really
you're right.
Either way, it's good song, I thought.
Great song. It was. I listened to it a few times, and I usually get like a rush of bands that they remind me of. Nothing was coming in. Like I couldn't just like name a band that they sounded like, and it was just really cool, man. I mean, I don't have much on it. It was just a great tune.
Yeah, it's just a testament to what's out there and what we're coming across, every day as we grow more and more. And we, reach our tentacles more and more into the world of indie music and indie musicians and stuff. And, there's a lot of good stuff out there you've never ever heard of. And they're submitting to our website. And that's a cool thing. And we're just hopefully going to grow over that relationship with them over time. So,
have you written a featured artist blog post on them yet?
Well, they're not a featured artist. They're just a podcast submission. They just submitted directly to the website, which any other musician or bands can do. All you got to do is go to indiemusicplus.com, click on the submit music to Indie Music Plus, and go to the podcast submission. That's free to submit. All you have to do is upload your song. Make sure you put in all your information or a link to where we can get all your information, and also your email. And no pictures or anything. All we need is an MP3. And honestly, we really just use the links. But upload your track so we know what you wanted to submit, and we'll find it. If we like it, we will put it on the podcast. And if you want to be a featured artist, you can submit at the same place. Just click submit to be featured artist instead of submit to podcast. And I think that's a much better deal, honestly. So, but anyway,
it's a hell of a deal.
Yeah, it is. It is. Especially if you get
that. Was that me? Who came up with that? Was that me or you?
No, that was you.
I think it was you. But yeah, we got some interesting songs recently through submission. There was a nice Happy New Year song that spent a few hours listening to last night. But yeah, so
kidding, keep a straight face.
Who do we have next, man?
Oh, we won't name names on that. Okay, so next we're going to be listening to the featured artist. This is Christopher Bell, and he calls himself the Chris Bell on online and all that stuff. This guy is a really nice guy. I learned a lot about him in the featured artist interview, which is what it's all about. He lives in a gated, he called it a weird gated community, where he's the youngest guy, and he is there taking classes at the moment, but he actually works for a company called Indie Booker, which you might be interested in looking up, David. And he also tours on his own about 4 to 5 months out of the year, and he's been doing that for about 10 years with his cello.
Are we talking about like a new age commune or something?
No, it's a gated. It's called the Chautauqua Institution. He told him.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up.
So,
but just call him a cellist is quite an understatement.
Yeah, exactly. He's very, very unique. He's got an awesome sound. So we're gonna listen to his song, "Darling, I Am Fine."
Don't be scared. Keep off the light. Do your best. Keep out of sight. It's a little blood. Some elbow grease. Oh, you can wash the sheets. Come in close. Of words that burn. We've skeletons and rocks to turn. The money's safe. It's yours to keep. Just tell the cops what they want to think. Oh, darling, I'm fine. Oh, darling, I'm fine. We did our best, couldn't find a little path to peace of mind. I was grinding teeth, knuckles wide, chasing laps before the fight.
Christopher Bell with "Darling, I'm Fine." So, what'd you think of that one there, David?
The Christopher Bell, awesome. Like I was thinking of Queen Like like there's a lot of drama like in the music, and it's one of those songs. It's like it's more like an event to listen to. You know, it's not something that just if it's in the background, just like yeah, you keep going. It's like hey, what is that? What's going on there? Like it's it can fit and actually like have a documentary or a movie built around that song, you know, like they're just the dynamic and everything going on there. I love that stuff. I mean, that's amazing what he's done. I have to listen to more of his stuff because I only heard that one song. So
yeah, it's all the same, a little bit different. One thing that you kind of honed in on, which was something that I said in the video. I don't know if you watched the video already because I literally just put it up a little bit ago, but his music is theatrical, is the way I put it. And he was like, oh, thanks, you know. So I thought that was interesting you just said that because that's exactly what I thought. So
yeah, I'm curious if I'm sure he's had thoughts of writing an album and doing like a play.
Yeah, the cool guy. I love that dude, Christopher Bell. I'm actually going to try to hang out with him because he's pretty close to me in the geographical scheme of things. He's just south of Buffalo right now, so. And he's from upstate New York, so we had a nice upstate New York food conversation. Everybody eats weird stuff around here, and just you have to watch the video. So before we go to the next artist and the last artist of the podcast, I just wanted to mention everybody that's watching our live broadcast here on Blab. If you go to the link that I put into the chat box, you can join us at our Musicians Roundtable, which will be opening up shortly after the podcast recording. So join us there in a little bit. Tonight it's
the roundtables, Joe. I'm going to look right at the camera. That could be you. We want you in the roundtable. I'm going to talk to you. I mean, this is just a recording right now, so we got to cover some stuff, some business stuff, and some critiques and reviews. But yeah, the roundtable is just open discussion.
Yep.
And
it's going to be a fun time. You can see the excitement.
All right, we got one more artist.
So this is the Getbye with the funeral song on the Indie Music Plus podcast, episode 11. Getbye with the funeral song. I gotta tell you, these guys are on my list of bands to email for featured artists because I checked them out and they are awesome.
Joe, can I say something?
Yeah, dude.
I've never heard a song where so many bands were like floating through my brain as like reference points. I'm like, oh man, so they're probably sound like this. It's like, oh no, I just kept going past. Starts out with like Simon and Garfunkel, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be kind of chill, and then it goes to, oh, it's got like a Bob Dylan type. It's like, oh no, it's It's actually, I hear little Beach Boys melodies, and then it's like, oh, now, okay, it's more modern. It's kind of like Cake now.
I heard some Primus,
like,
too.
Oh, John Prine and like Woody Guthrie kind of like walk through. I'm like, wow, like all this stuff going on. So cool, man. It's just...
Did you happen to check them out at all online? Did you get a chance? Did you?
No, I haven't got a chance yet. I'm going to, though, later.
Because the drummer stands up while he plays drums, and he's the trombone player.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
it's awesome, dude. It's great. I can't wait. I hope we get in touch with them. So, yeah, that was the diamond in the rough for me in the mining of the podcast submissions through the website. I have a ton more I haven't gone through, but I spent like a good 2 or 3 hours yesterday. Interrupted here and there, but over a good solid 2 or 3 hours over time and going through the podcast submissions. That was one of the best ones I found. So,
man, yeah, it's just wow. It's like, man, there's when I hear a song like this and the artist tonight, it's it sounds so cheesy. It's just it's exciting, man. There's so much out there. There's so much out there. It's like I feel like we're doing our part and we're highlighting these artists, but there's hundreds of thousands of more.
Oh, I know. It's exciting. We haven't even begun to come close to touching the tip of the iceberg yet. Yeah. So I'm excited. All right. So that's going to wrap up our podcast for this evening. Starting this week, and it will be every week afterwards, for replay watchers, listeners on YouTube and iTunes and SoundCloud, Throat Spray. We will be doing a musicians roundtable after the podcast every Sunday night. Podcast is 8:00 Eastern, and the musicians roundtable is shortly after that. You can go to blab.im, look around and find us, or you can go to blab.im/Jojo Keys, blab.im/Indie Music Plus. And hopefully we organize it correctly, blab.im/David Werba. In any one of those 3 places, you can find the ongoing live blab or subscribe to future ones. So everybody have a good week, and we will see you right here next week, 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. I am Jojo Keys here with David Werba. Thank you for watching the Indie Music Plus podcast, episode 11, live on Blab. We'll see you next week. Peace.